Hello and welcome back to lovely, beautiful Mars. It is evening time. We are on Sol 161. 161 days. We've been struggling our way through this, but we are rocking out. Hey, homeless population and unemployed. Really? Why do we have so many unemployed people? I thought I could put down my other Hawking Institute. We talked about the possibility of doing that. Um, you know what? Why don't we give it a shot? Let's put down our next Hawking Research Facility. We have enough spare people right now that it should give us a good deal of research and hopefully fill in any of those gaps in employment. Lovely. It's going to take quite a bit, polymer and electronics, but we have polymer in droves. We're kind of running through our electronics only because I'm really going crazy with some of my drone hubs. I'm kind of repositioning hubs here and there. So I've got one hub, which I wanted to rename as, I think I want to name it as the, oh gosh, what is this called? The carbonate processor. We're going to call this the carbonate hub. And that helps me know that I need, this is what this hub is and what I'm going to need in terms of drone numbers. So really, I don't know. We've got one forestation plant that needs polymer every so often, right? Why do we have 23 polymer here? I must have taken something down and had it delivered. Oh, you know what? No, because the desired amount for this one is set to 0. That's fine. As long as polymer gets somewhere, I don't honestly care where it ends up. It should all come back in the same general area down the road. But you as a drone hub, you're only going to really be servicing 2 buildings over your entire area. So, well, I guess actually, you know what? I didn't even catch this part. All of my Sterling generators are still inside of your area of expertise, but that's fine. We'll leave you on 5 drones. We've got the main energy hub, which is probably going to honestly need more drones than it has, because this has quite a bit of maintenance and different buildings here to take care of. Also, I've forgotten that you need a large dumping site. Let me put a couple near you. Are we in danger of running out of waste rock? Oh god, no. We have so much waste rock. I'd love to put down yet another carbonate processor, but that's going to come down once our new Megadome goes into production. But yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. Oh, you know what someone suggested I bring? Let me go ahead and do that with a supply pod. I'm going to bring a dozer, finally. I know I haven't had a dozer for so long, and it was killing some of you that I was having our little poor drones suffer trying to deal with all of those different complex, maneuvers and terraforming. So I will try to get those, or the dozer here to work on the kind of reconstruction landscaping projects. You have full concrete. Why do you have full concrete? Do we not have... Let's put a concrete pad here and put it at 0. So all concrete should be moved right there. Oh, there's no pad. I don't think the pad is in range here of this hub on this side. Now we're going to call you the Northeast Concrete Hub. So I kind of remember where that's at. So this is the one that takes care of the concrete and that vaporator. And you have all of your materials right here. So you're going to need machine parts. You're going to need machine parts and then polymer, I think, to maintain the moisture vaporator. Or is that metal? It's going to be metal. So you have all of your required materials lined up here. You do. We'll set this up to like 5 or something. I'm slowly increasing this number as we get more and more materials so we can have more of a stockpile in case anything goes wrong. Wow, we have a ton of rare metal that we need to have shipped over somewhere. Should I set this to... You know what? We always want to have 30 here. There's no reason actually not to have rare metal stored in this spot. So I think I want to have this set as high as possible. I really still don't understand the way the depots work. Like, I know right now, this says it wants 0, right? And because I said I guess I wanted 5 here, maybe the polymer just happened to get dumped in this location. That's why there's more polymer on this universal depot than there is back in the main pad. So I guess my question becomes, if I put something like, I want to have 30 here, well, what if we're only at like 29? And somewhere down here, we also need polymers as well. Is that going to screw things up? Because we've got it... we don't have a high demand for it. I honestly don't know. I'm going to set it to 100 and just see what happens. Let's set it to 100 and everywhere and see if I screw anything up or not. I'm still trying to get a better handle on how the depot calculations work. I actually want all the seeds to be right here, too. Well, okay, maybe not. We wanted seeds here. About 30 seeds here, and we also have seeds split on this side, too, right? Yeah, we've got some seeds in different areas. So, We are looking pretty snazzy. Have we had our first? I don't know. How long does that take to make grass? Can I tell? Power stored seeds. I can't really tell how far along it is in the what would you call that? The growth phase? Is this grass? Is this the I mean, it looks like grass to me. So maybe this oh god. Oh, I thought that was a giant tornado and lightning storm. This must be the lichen, and then this must be the grass that's coming up. I have no idea, to be honest. We've got like little sprouts of lichen here. Maybe grass is automatically growing in that area. Maybe I should keep it on lichen. But I did say I'd test this out for a bit, so we'll leave this forestation plant on its own for a while. Wunderbar. What else we got? We've got our water extractors working fine. Oh, you guys need power. Shoot. I didn't think about the whole power thing. Let's actually connect these two networks. I'm going to take the load off a little bit. We'll connect this in. Now, you need a little bit of metal, which is sitting right here. So let's bring our RC commander wherever you might be. Oh, brave commander of mine, and you guys will take care of the interim construction. Cool. Food-wise, we're good. We're over 300. A lot of you are starting to get up to the 80% mark on your soil quality, which means I can rotate them over to the normal rotation of crops. I also want to make the soybean, replace the soybean with seeds, so we can start growing seeds again. Once we have, you know, wheat, potatoes, and then we'll do seeds, because seeds improves the soil by 10%, but gives us our lovely seeds. There we go. We want 100%, and then we'll do wheat, and then we'll do potatoes up here. I think I'll keep this on potatoes and whatnot. Soybeans, wheat, potatoes. Awesome. What a beautiful looking dome. That's looking really, really nice. I would love to get a couple more of the forestation plants around here. Are you serviced by anyone? You're waiting for one seed. You're in range, but we actually have a seed. We have food, but we don't have any seeds. Okay, we're requesting 30 seeds up here too. Maybe I'll just say 10. 10 here. And then 10 over here. I believe mostly we're just out of seeds in our general vicinity. I can search for where the seeds are currently stored at. We have a ton. Oh, you know what? There's nowhere for them to dump the seeds they're growing. Shoot, I wonder how long that's been going on for. If I put a seed depot right here and set it to 0, they should unload the seeds onto the depot here. And then our big pilots will come grab everything they need. Yeah, my fault. I actually did not have a seed... Oh my god, has this not been working for ages now? Oh, that's so silly. I should probably put down... Oof, maybe not. We are using up a lot of power. I was going to say I should put down some more of the forestation plants, but we are kind of getting on power. No, they don't use power. Sorry. It's the hygroscopic, so that's fine. We can actually put down more of these forestation plants. We'll put one down here, since they have seeds, and they'll have a nice supply of those. We'll put down one uphill and one downhill if it's still too far from working drone commander. There we go. This is just inside the range of the drone commander. And maybe instead of this one, I'll put it over, you know, somewhere in between. That works for me. Trying to build up that lichen and grass and making Mars beautiful. Almost at 1% vegetation, which is kind of cool. Still not losing any atmosphere, which is good as well. Oh, shoot. I never did connect in my pipeline. Okay, much better. Right, so as soon as we finish this trade here, I'm going to go ahead and kill the dome, and kill the landing pad, put down our big mega dome. Now, we're going to need quite a bit of material. So 300 concrete, yes, we're good. 200 metals will be a struggle. I might even have to dip into my earthen reserves for that. We need to do something about power, though, really, really soon. We still have concrete for let's keep the polymer rocket out, though. So, I don't have the manpower to put down... I don't know, we've got 8 unemployed people, though. And we've got room to put down more housing. And we have more room for people. Holy crap. Look at all the space these little monsters are taking up. Okay, so maybe a dome for children is necessary. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's look at putting down... We're going to put down a fusion reactor here, instead of on this side. We'll put one down here, because when we put down our megadome, the megadome will be somewhere in this general vicinity. So maybe I can have people from all walks of life work at this fusion reactor. And, because even if people are living here, if they're living here, or the final dome over here, we should get enough people to work that second fusion reactor. That should get us up to speed on power once it gets fully staffed. But it's gonna take a while to get everything up. Do I want to get this medium dome up just to have it? I think so. Rather than going for the crazy mega project right now, let's focus on just getting more space and another batch of people here. And once I get my power situation handled, that's going to help me out quite a bit. We haven't gazed into the depths of research for a bit, so let's take a look at where we are. We're looking at Martian copyrights in order to get a bit of funding. HiveMind is going to help anyone in the arcology get a boost to their performance based on the number of unique perks and specializations of colonists living in the arcology. Yes, this could probably be taken care of by micromanagement, but good God, I'm not going to probably do that. I'm probably just going to run it and let it roll. Research, amplification, meteor defense system, both the items in the physics tree, because we are trying to uncover the technology that's going to let us exploit the deep water resource. So that's going to be quite a bit. Man, if we get this, we don't need, I don't think we would even need any more of these outlying water extractors. We could just surround this bad boy with pumps and have plenty for us in wherever we need. Plenty of water everywhere. I have my dozer, so my dozer is going to be helping out for a bit. I will go ahead and work on this medium dome. You know what? We talked about this before with the whole kids thing. I'm kind of almost turning this into a bit of a children's dome. I think we talked about maybe having a baby making dome in one spot. Since I have two domes here, this is still going to try to be service dome because it's going to fit and service my mega dome that goes down right about here. What's in the way here? My tiny little power thing.
Resources are low. Sector scanned.
Yeah, we're super low. The rock. Your attention is required. What is this? A huge chunk of rock has been spotted near the planet. Its unusual shape and internet has gone crazy. We can't do a damn thing. 50 tourist applicants. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh. 1 Omega telescope. Come and see for yourselves. A plain rock would give us half a billion. That's kind of cool. Perfecta Reynolds is going to become a celebrity. You know, one thing I've not really been trying to worry about is tourists. Now, there is a mod that was auto tourism, and I don't remember if I turned it on or off, but what would happen is every time you would bring a rocket back and forth to Earth, or from Earth, it would deliver tourists to you, and they would then, and tourists don't do anything. They just kind of sit on Mars and hang out and have fun, and then they generate, I think it's a 10 million every time you bring them to and from Earth, right? Let me take a look. You are hey, let's actually grab you. We have the space for it, honestly. Let's see, what rocket capacity, available oh, maybe I don't have any space right now. So there is a Genius ready to go. Yeah, here we go. Genius, that's hilarious. So he's a Genius tourist. He would pretty much leave after 5 days, but yeah, so they'll leave at the first opportunity after 5 sols. More tourists appear when tourists successfully return to Earth. So tourists can give you quite a bit of money. Can I check and see how many tourists? Really hard to say. Tourist. How many tourists are waiting for us? 24. That's crazy. So 24 tourists are waiting to come to Mars. Maybe I should work on getting the service dome up and trying to crank out some more space for temporary residents as they come visit. So on the topic of kids and whatnot, I think I'm going to put down a basic dome here. This is going to be our baby making dome because it would include the, what would you call this thing here? It is the Vista. This is going to give it a comfort boost. I can also throw down the medical center, which is going to give it a comfort boost. We're also going to try to maybe turn this medium dome into the children dome because apparently they don't need, they can live by themselves though. From what I can tell. Remember, one of these things is completely filled up with kids. Where'd they go? Little buggers. Yeah, this is almost all filled up with kids. So, in theory, I should be able to make just living complexes. I don't understand what the nursery does. Provides a living space for children. Okay, so is it it's a better quality living space? This gives us 12 and takes up... Oh, actually, the nursery would give us more. When we cram in nurseries, they're going to give us more space or more resident space per tile than the living complex would. So I can actually put down a crap ton of nurseries and have a ton of space for kids, right? And then we're going to focus on having nothing but schools in one area, a ton of playgrounds, And I guess we'll just put the services, they'll come and get their food from wherever they're at, but they can come get, oh, that's so cute, look at them go. I haven't actually watched the kids in the game. Oh my god, don't go to the space bar. Don't start young. Oh my gosh, okay, there we go. You live in apartments. You're outside of the workforce. What are you up to? You're resting in your apartments, and you live in New Leeds. Okay, yeah, so I think that's going to be a good idea. We're going to give it a shot. I don't really know. I think it's hilarious, though, that the kids are pretty much left to their own devices when they, you know, I don't know if it's right away, if there's even a waiting period, or if it's like they pop out as kids. So it's pretty fun for me. We'll put them in a little tiny dome. Have nothing but schools, have nothing but happy things to make them turn out really nice. And then we will have that as the kids' dome. This is the service dome, and then this as our birthing dome. And so all we need to do is have no seniors here, have a very high quality comfort, or high level of comfort, and have no kids. And then all the kids should move into Baby Make Alpha. So we'll call this, now, we shall rename this Toys Are, no, I don't know, Kids Are Us? Kids Are Us. Wonderful. So the Kids Are Us dome is going to be hanging out here. Service dome is actually getting constructed right at this moment, and we'll need not too much, honestly, to bring up the second basic dome. So that's exciting. We'll why don't we queue up my connections here? Oh, you know what? Shoot, we are gonna have to connect you with the passage, which is slightly annoying. Oh no, am I gonna have to kill one of my apartments here? I probably will in order to make that passage, unless I kill the spacebar and move it somewhere else. Let's do that. Let's kill the space. We'll remake the space bar. I don't want to disrupt anyone's living conditions right now, when we're already having some issues with some of our life support. I don't want them to be even more pissed off. So space bar, down you go. I'll wait till that's finished, and then I'll delete this space bar, connect in a passageway, and we shall be golden. Lovely. All right, cool. So that's taken care of. I'm pretty excited. We're making headway here. Got to get money once the technology comes through, 65%. New trade offer from Europe. Let's go ahead and change this to... I honestly don't know if I want to do much trading. Can I just say I want something, and they'll request it randomly? What if I just say I want electronics? What will... and I leave it alone? No, you have to say something that you're offering. Okay, we'll see if anyone wants to give us any electronics. We are a little short on electronics. We're having a pretty bad power issue. However, I did put down a bunch of new Stirling generators to counteract that. Pretty dumb since I deleted a bunch of Stirling generators, but you know what? I learned my lesson, such is life, and I'll adapt and overcome. We're a little bit short, but I think with these two new Stirling gens, we should be fine. We are short on electronics, though. Crap. All right, I'll send a cargo shuttle to Earth, or from Earth. In fact, I actually want to send a couple of shuttles, because we have a ton of resources available. So let me send one right now, and then we'll ship the other one out with some electronics, and I'll also go ahead and include some polymers here as well. Mostly though electronics. Right, awesome. Oh no, our metal extractors have finally extracted all the metal that was in this area, which means this dome is about to become completely obsolete. There's no reason to have these folks down here anymore. We have that underground metal deposit over here that has a lot of deep metal. I don't know, I guess they're just going to have to hang out and not do much for a bit. I don't really have the residences available. I could move them over in this area. Do you guys have unemployment? You do have unemployment already. I hate to keep shuffling people around. I want to have just a nice plain building ready for them to go into. I think what I'll do is I'll start the mega project now, so we can start building up. Oh wow, holy crap. Look how many people immediately started working at our second fusion reactor. That's awesome. So we are back up to a ton of power again. I will put down the mega project, but I'm going to put this on a second priority level. Not quite as high as the other location. The other dome, rather. And so, where do I want to put... Does it really matter? As long as it's close enough to the rare metals, I don't think... We're going to have a passage that wraps around everything any hoots. So, we'll have you... That's fine. We'll have a passage run... Ooh, you know what? Passage is going to be in the way. Honestly, that's okay. This is mostly going to be services, so I'm going to have passages connected to these anyway, so people won't really run outside much, and if they do, they'll be running through these two big domes, and they can come outside to work. Right. I'm sure this can be filled with the population of both of our mega domes instead of the service dome. So, that's done. The service dome is up and running. Let me change the design over a bit. Lovely. You are getting completed. You're actually almost done already, which is great. All right, so we've got 2 domes ready to go, and they are, they are kind of cutting into our overall life support network, but I think we're okay. My lake is actually up and running almost. So once the lake completely fills up, then it's going to go back to only two water consumption in order to maintain it. So that should make life a little bit easier. Both of my shuttles are down, so we're going to be loading those up with extracts from home. And honestly, I think I'm just going to send another empty cargo vessel from Earth to Mars in order to have all of the resources we need sent back. So rare metals getting exported back home. Yeah, so there is my second spacebar. I wanted to go ahead and do this. Let's terminate the original spacebar. We're going to...
incoming.
Oh, this is going to be rather annoying, isn't it? You know what? If I tie... We're going to kill the polymer for a minute, but what we're going to do is connect you to here. Right? That's going to make it a nice short pipe run, and then I'll get rid of all of this excess piping. And we'll run a passage between these 2 domes right about here, and once it comes up, we'll put it right in that spot. Right. So again, this is going to be our baby making dome. This will be our the child dome, children dome, and this is going to be our service dome. And then of course another mega dome just to give everything nice and filled in. I don't like the fact that I'm using up a lot of spaces for passages, but with all the domes that we're going to have in this general vicinity, I don't think that's that big of a deal. So we'll wait for that. Where's my 6-hour warning to a meteor storm? God, I hate meteor storms so much. We have a lot of polymer, and polymer is what you need when you have punctures in your domes. So here's to hoping we won't have major issues there. I don't think I want to go ahead and do any more trading. Oh, hey, we don't need you anymore. Sorry. We're going to murderate that landing pad. We no longer need you, my friend. Let's kill some extra crap that I've just got out and about that I never did clean up. It looks a lot better, though. I will say, after refining and moving things around from point A to point B, it's finally looking a lot more organized, wouldn't you say? I think it looks a lot better than it did before. This is still a hot mess, but I mean, this is kind of your life support network. So this mostly is almost like automated by and large. You mean split life support? What did I do wrong? Split here. Oh, it just hasn't updated here. That's fine. That's fine. You're going to get connected in now. Let's go ahead and put down the passage. Hopefully, not the big giant tunnel. The passageway. Cool. Perfect little spot. And we'll start putting down some basic stuff here. So we want to make sure we've got a high level of comfort in this dome. And we want to avoid overpopulation. So we don't want to necessarily make this dome crazy. We just want to have it good enough, with enough services and enough things that people are relatively happy and they want to have the kids. So we shall put down the medical center spire, and we'll put down the basics that people would require in any kind of a dome. So we're going to say things like the open air gym, the space bar, and I'll just bring them food. So we don't necessarily need to make a dedicated farm in here. Oh, you know what? I forgot how much farms increase the comfort level. Maybe we do want one. We have a diner, and we can also fit in a mini space bar, a small space bar. That might be fine with the small amount of people that are going to be living in this dome. That's okay. We'll do that. And then we'll throw down a farm because the farms will improve the overall quality of life.
Meteor
Lovely.
incoming.
Oh, you bastard. That's going to hurt
Resources are
so
low.
freaking bad. If the meteor storm is all in this area, we are so absolutely screwed. God, I want that meteor defense system so bad right now. Oh, incoming death knell. Oh, yeah, that sucked. Did we hit the dome itself? No, the dome was avoided, thankfully, but crap, look at all the electronics we have to spend. I did just bring a bunch from Earth, so that's not the worst thing in the world. But it is going to eat into our poor supply for electronic. Ooh, did it blow any fuel up? No, I think it just killed... No, it just killed the shuttle bay itself. That's fine. All right, cool. And we just finished up another shuttle hub. So we're back up to four full shuttle hubs. I moved the one that was over down here. So I removed the one from here, and we're back up to a crap ton of shuttles. And they're overall, I think, pretty easy. They've got a pretty medium load. Oh, God, all the shuttles are down, though. So that's not working well in our favor. We got free resources there from an anomaly scan. Lovely. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty well. I like how this is working out, and it's going to look pretty good once we get the Mega Dome in. For the service building, I think I'll just do something like... We'll just put a little apartment here. Or do we want to have an arcology? And then have nothing but services? 32 people, or 30 people. Most services don't really need that many people, though, right? Like, you've got 4 here at the space bar, 4 here. So, you know, it's a small number of people for all the facility types. So maybe we try to do an arcology. Are there any arcologies that improve? This is high comfort. Oh, let's put an arcology down. This is going to be the tourist dome, along with all of our services, but the tourists can come live here. That'd be kind of cool, actually. And then we'll put down a couple, or at least one apartment complex that can hold a lot of people as well. So we'll put down the apartments, and then we'll go just ham on all of our services, right? So we're going to put down things. I need to be a little bit careful. What do we have a lot of? Polymer here. Infirmary is going to be using concrete. I don't think a lot of these are a problem, other than the casino. I'd like to put down a casino, which is going to eat into our electronic supply a little bit. Okay, fine. These are all mostly concrete items. So we'll put down. I'll put down the services, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got everything figured out in my service dump. I'm going to adjust this, no doubt. It's going to be quite a lot going on right now, but I do think I'm going to have the arcology sitting in here. We've got a couple of space bars. I am going to go ahead and bite the bullet and try to get the art store and the electronics store and the casino up and running. That is a lot, and it's going to be using a lot of electronics. My hope is that with this massive money income we're about to get from Martian copyrights and 3 full loads of resources heading back home, we're going to have enough money to send a ton of materials in order to cover all of the costs here. So we're going to put down the service dome. We're going to put down the baby making dome. We will redo the Kids R Us dome and make it just for kids. So a bunch of schools, a ton of playgrounds, and I'll let them all the services. I'll pretty much have them going over to Pengu 1, or we'll call this the tourist dome.
Resources are low.
Once that's ready to go. We are super low on power, no doubt, because of all the items I just put down. So let's go ahead and reopen up. Actually, let's just do turn off, turn back on, and then open all. Control click does it all, right? Yep. They're all opening back up again. Okay, so we're just over our power requirements. We're a little bit short on water, but that should be taken care of once our huge lake is filled up. More vaporators are still scheduled to be built as well. So we're getting there slowly but surely. Our first Spear Demand 2 is ready to go back
Sector
home.
scanned.
Awesome.
Anomaly found.
More anomalies coming up somehow. Oh, you know what? How far along are we scanning here? No new resources, huh? It looks like just that one deep metal area. You guys are still scanning. We'll add these to the queue. And then I'll start deep scanning my northeast plateau as well. Okay, that's fine. I think I like where we're going with this. This seems to be right to me mentally. I don't know. We'll see in the long run if it's working out right. But I think overall this is going to work out. I'm a little concerned because I don't have a lot of additional housing. I'm hoping that I don't overload myself too much and I don't screw myself over when it comes to my birth rate. So I have to make sure we're balancing living areas with all the people that are getting bored. In fact, look at all the homeless problems we have right now. We are having a lot of issues with people not being able to find a home. So hopefully the addition of these 2 domes and our mega dome will be enough to solve that problem. And once the mega dome is up, I'm going to send along, like I said before, a new machine parts factory, electronics factory, and polymer factory, and we'll put all those back into the mega dome. And hopefully then our production of the unique items, the advanced materials, should be high enough to maintain all of our whatever else is being repaired, replaced, things like that. So that is my hope in the long run. I will fast forward for a while and see where we end up. We're a little close to the end of the episode, actually. I just looked up at the time. So I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Mostly a planning episode. I appreciate you guys being patient with me as we go through this, and I hope this is going to work out, this design. I love how it... Well, okay, I don't like how it looks, because I hate all the freaking piping everywhere, but down the road, maybe one day we'll find a nice, lovely solution to our chaos of piping and stuff like that. Maybe end goal is we completely use this entire valley for nothing but capital cities. Because the capital city is actually, I think, really, really huge. And you can have them all open-aired. And I did see somebody who had them all next to each other in like this giant open field. And everybody could kind of walk across it, which I thought was kind of cool. I don't think I'm going to do a grid where it's nothing but domes. I do like the idea of having some, some vegetation, some scenery between all the different areas. But we'll kind of start moving towards a design aspect. Well, we're still a ways away, but we are getting there slowly but surely. Let's take a look real quick before we end. No leaking atmosphere yet. 35% temperature, 18% water, and 1% vegetation. I think we're going to have to bump that vegetation up pretty soon. So thanks for joining me, my friends. I'll see you again next episode.